All right, today I'm going to do my review from actually yesterday of trading. I wasn't able to do any review, still traveling, so I was traveling from trading from a friend's apartment yesterday and had a bunch of other stuff I needed to do right after I finished trading. So, I'm just now doing my review now. So just maximize this. Well, so I'm a little all over the place, So yesterday, AFRM was a really big trader. I think this one does need, you know, uh, a big review process. Probably, I mean, this was a top op, I feel like, of maybe the month. So we had like this big gap up in the morning. I think it was up already like 25% or something, 20%. So it had gapped up quite a bit and put in like this really nice bull flag. Then it broke out and pre-market came and retested, and then on the open it tried to make 40, and then I think it kind of fails. But we do have this nice, basically bull flag. The top of the bull flag breaks out through that, so you have this nice level here of support one at 37.50. So I was looking for this for a gap give and go, and I did mess up on this one. So let me throw this on a 2 minute. So this is I don't have 1 minute bars, even though I traded this on the 1 minute. And I'm gonna throw up a chart as well, just so you guys can see a little bit better. Um, but yeah, I kind of stepped in front of this because you can't see my executions right now because the next day I'm reviewing. So it was important to do your reviews on the same day so that you can still have your data within DAS and your executions and all that. But I kind of stepped in front of the offer a little bit here before it reached into my level. So my level here was at this 37.31, right? Let me go back on the 5 minute. Yeah, so 37.31. And I kind of just stepped in front of it. So it wasn't able to, make it down to that level. But it tries off the open, kind of fails, and then this massive volume comes in. And it's, it came down. I got in front of it. It started bidding up on the 1 minute. So I was like, okay, this is a pretty good bid up and stuff, but then it fails. And I mean, that's just not a proper entry for me. And so it comes close into this 37.31. Then it puts in a 1 minute inside bar, and then it breaks from that. And then I actually add to it again. And I'm not sure if I should have added. I think I probably added because I knew I made a mistake when I stepped in front of it. And then I was like, oh, I don't have a great place to put my stop because technically my stop should be like below this, but then I'm risking so much more than what I would have normally. So I knew I immediately made a mistake. And I was like, whatever, I just have to take the L on it and know that I made a mistake and try to find a better entry. So, I was happy that I was able to do that. But adding again, I typically don't add on Gap Give and Goes. I haven't done it in a long time. And Gap Give and Goes I know have not been working very well. And so probably got lucky that, it didn't fail here and then I immediately get stopped out again and lose 30% on the idea. I probably would have been very upset with myself if I would have done that instead of just losing like 20% on this idea. So yeah, I think probably, I'm not happy because I normally don't do that. It wasn't a bad technical ad because it's prior bar break on the 2 minute, and it's looking, like pretty clean. And you get this big doji on the 2 minute, this inverted hammer. Obviously a big reaction period to this area, like this whole area right here, at this 38 sort of level was a big demand zone. And so you can see that it really bounces off of that. Whether or not I should have added there, Again, hard for me to say. Probably no. That was not a good ad within my system. Was it a good technical ad? Yes, it was fine. But in any case, makes it back up to 40 where it kind of struggled, before. So just parceling out into this 40 area, and then we start getting this big volume that comes in, goes right up to 1 ATR, overextension. So I just, take half, and then I just have a core position running now. So this is really nice. It consolidates for like an entire like measured move of the morning, and then puts in this big volume bar, breaks out, and then I expect that we're gonna start maybe trending. Not able to do it, so I do exit another just 25% of that core position, and then it really does struggle for a while and ends up knocking me out. Overall, this was probably my best gap give and go I've had in a long time. Probably could have been just a little bit more patient with it. It didn't do anything wrong necessarily at the 40 level, so maybe partial out into a little bit higher level and stuff. I don't know. I need to do some more analysis and more thinking on. But like I said, gap give and goes haven't been working for a very long time. This is by far my best gap give and go I've had in, man, I don't know, like months probably. So definitely need to study this one. And but I did make probably, I made like half of a stop on this trade, a daily stop. So is by far my best trade of the month. It's one of my best trades I've had P&L wise in a really long time. So the next trade I'll go over is DG Dollar General. They had really bad earnings, guiding down, just like really bad stuff. So it's down like 20%. It gets back below this. This is at 92.53, so it kind of breaks down this pre-market support, but then gets back above it. It's able to pop up into this 97 level, and then it fails from there. So switch over to a 2-minute. I get involved. Oh man, where do I get involved? That's so much harder without my chart here. So I get involved at like this is like 10 or 9:45, 9:50. Yeah, it's so hard to tell right now. So yeah, in this area here, and I get involved like right here, and then so this is like 9:48, and you can see that it's near the lows. It does barely break it, gets right back above it, and I get stopped out. So not the best. I mean, you can see even on the 2-minute is kind of like overextended. It's not really a opening range break. Just dips below. So this is not a good trade, especially with the size I had on it. So I thought it actually was a good trade in yesterday, but after reviewing this, especially on the 2-minute, I can see how extended it is. On the 1-minute, though, it does look like, it puts in like 4 consolidation bars, like right here. So this is like not I mean, it's not terrible, but it's still not below the opening range, and then you have all this pre-market support as well. So, people in my pod took this for a view up continuation, which obviously a much better setup. I didn't take it for a view continuation for 2 reasons. Number one is I just got stopped out, and the other reason is because it, like for my view of continuations, I like to see momentum off of the open go like straight down, but instead it kind of pops up, and so I think the better entry, is a short, on a failure of 96. And then maybe hold it, and then maybe, yeah, you can add if you want once it makes that lower high. But for pure view up continuation, maybe you use it on lower sides or something, but this is not like a heavy size view up continuation for me. But you can see that it did end up working very well. So low of day, probably take half, and then it consolidates for a very long time. So maybe after it makes this big, but the volume profile is like all over the place. So I think here's like another area as it flushes through this area, quickly reclaims. Probably you take another half here, and then I would probably get exit somewhere around here. And this is, see if I can see the 21 EMA. This chart's all over the place, so I can't really see it. Here it is right here. Yeah, so this is a 21 EMA on the 2 minute. So this would be a 5 minute reclaim. So definitely you should get out on this 5 minute reclaim, probably if it comes up through volume, but it does end up failing. But anyway, this was a very nice V-up continuation. It went lower. Let's see how much lower it goes. I don't even know. I haven't even looked at this chart. Oh my god. So yeah, man, that's insane. Yeah, I don't even know what to say about that. If you were to hold this into like an all-day sort of a thing, I've done that. You know, I tried it on every one of them I've lost on. So I'm like kind of like, when should I do it or whatever. But that is crazy. So yeah, it's definitely something to keep your eye on. It doesn't do really a bouncy ball setup here neither. And this volume got like totally flat. Tries to make another bounce and then just rolls over again and close on lower day. So that is like ideal. Oh my god. So anyway, this is a chart to study as well. So this was probably I mean, the volume was kind of lower and stuff. The volume profile wasn't that great for me. But I think if you definitely traded this as a pop into 96 and then maybe a small add, because you're probably taking off of the double bottom and you can maybe add back, you'd have some profit to play with. But as a pure view continuation, I don't like it as much, but there's definitely some opportunity in this name yesterday. So the last thing I traded yesterday was NVDA, and so NVDA had earnings. I've been watching it, greatly anticipated, and its price action was kind of crazy and volatile yesterday. Didn't really pick a big direction yesterday, but I still think there were a couple of really solid opportunities in it. So I think that we had this area that it, went down toward the pre-market lows. It was able to hold it and then get back above it in the open, like at 4 a.m. So it had a pretty decent level at like maybe a 119. And Justin had called out that he was looking at 119 or 120 for pre-market support. And then we have a resistance area here at, this is 123.75, where it kind of does a double top here and then fails and then puts in this channel. So those were the levels that I was looking at for the open, and then we'll switch over to the 2 minute. So I traded a couple trades on NVIDIA yesterday. Can't really see it here on I'll throw the chart up here, but I took a 9 EMA continuation on this initial move up. And then it just wasn't able to hold it, so then it ends up breaking back down. But I thought this was a decent back through open as well. Justin didn't take it, even though he had called it out. So I should probably ask him about why he didn't take this, because this was like, maybe you get like a 1-to-1 or the risk reward wasn't as good or something, but I think this was a pretty decent trade here. And then so I'm a little lost because I don't have my chart up again. But then it comes back down, and again, we're on the 2 minute, right? Yep. And so it comes back down where it had wicked off of this 119.75 level, which is also the pre-market support level. So it comes right back down to it, gets just underneath, and then pushes off. Yeah, so I entered around this level here, this 119, 120, recovering 120 after it starts to, support. This was just one of those flash wicks, so it wasn't a real print, I don't think. And then I thought about adding again, just how I added before. So I took this one as very small size because, um, well, it's just like, NVIDIA didn't have a real direction and stuff, and it's more like move to move. So anyway, good risk reward still though. So added here 120. Thought about adding again here. It really would have worked out had I done that. Maybe just through it. So I was at like 3% here. If I just had another 3%, so I'd give myself a 6%. This would have probably been a pretty decent trade for me as well. It comes right out to VWAP, and I don't take any until a while, and I just give this some time. At the same time, we had like cues that were pushing high of day, and so it actually goes high of day, pushes high of day again, and then starts to fail from that. And so back over here, let's see if I can pull up my chart again. Yeah, so I just exit on the loss of the 90 MA after right around here, after it consolidated for a very long time. And there was a couple of moments here where I thought it should have broken out. Like it would put in a very flat top here, and it started to go, it started to fail, aggressively rebid, and then it came right back. So there was a couple of moments where I felt after its aggressive rebid that it should, like here's another one, right? So it starts to fail again, aggressively rebids, gets bought up, and then starts to push. So that's like a time where it should like go, right? And so I had been very patient with this, and then I just exit. Still above VWAP, but at this time, this was 11. Yeah, you had this push above on the Qs and then a failure. So I just exited my position on that loss here. And actually, I didn't exit my position, my bad. So I, I trimmed my position right here, and then it tries again, and it is not getting above again. And so I exit, I exit half here, and then another half probably, and then I just exit like right at VWAP on this loss. So this actually is a perfect entry. And this is, by the way, this is a VWAP continuation as well. So I know this going into this trade is the risk of this trade is like I want a V-shaped recovery. I want it to hold for a long time and then continuation higher. And that way NVIDIA is showing, it's holding its move. It did sell off, but then it was able to hold its support. Everything is looking very strong. NVIDIA is an aggressive rebidder, so I have more confidence in NVIDIA doing something like this. But instead, it comes off of VWAP, consolidates for a very long time, have a period where it should go, and then it fails really hard, and this volume comes in. And so when something like this happens, like this is your entry, right, for a VWAP continuation. So yeah, I mean, you can see just like this chart. Here's those on the chart, and look what happens. Like this is crazy, right? So you get low of day, and then it just starts melting on volume. Does on a 5 minutes, so maybe it look a little bit more clear. But this is where you would enter on a VWAP continuation, right? So it's the loss of the 90 MA, loss of trend, and loss of prior support. So you have this, your risk is like this area here, very well defined risk. At 12.55, it can't get over it after it consolidates for a very long time. And then goes low of day, trimming half here. You're at like 3-1 here, and then you really, I don't know, you really started getting some momentum through low of day. So this was a very nice trade as well for VWAP continuation if you are taking it during the later point of the day. So lots of opportunities, different ways that you could trade it. Off the double bottom was very nice. This back through open was pretty nice. You could probably also take a short off of these pre-market support levels that it's failing from. Back at the double bottom, which I took up into VWAP. and then a VWAP continuation down, and then probably to a lesser extent something like this. So you see momentum and tape speed coming through at low a day. So a lot of opportunity yesterday in NVIDIA, just on depending on how you wanted to trade it. So overall, how did I trade yesterday? Well, obviously the AFRM I messed up on. That was one of my biggest mistakes I have made in a while. I used to do a lot of stuff like that, just stepping in front of something without it coming into my level first or putting inside bars. So I was upset at myself for doing that, and I knew immediately that I messed up. But I was able to get past it and make the biggest trade I've made probably this month. So I like that I was able to kind of quickly recover and not affect my trading. Obviously, don't like that I took that trade. If I hadn't have taken that trade, I would have had a much better day. And then that DG trade as well. After reviewing it, I don't like it for a second chance off the opening range break because it wasn't. And that the better trade there was a view up continuation, which would have worked out very nicely. So I made a couple of mistakes yesterday for sure. Gave back $100 on those two trades. So if I would have just cut those two trades out and then kept the rest, then I would have had a very good day yesterday. So selectivity maybe like a B or B minus, something like that. I think I traded well overall, but just had a couple of mistakes yesterday. AFRM I think really saved me yesterday with it being so strong. Otherwise, I would have had I could have had been down 30% plus whatever else if I took anything else. So it's I feel like I kind of got lucky in that sense. So just need to refocus on taking better trades. Continue focusing on my selectivity. I'm still traveling and stuff, so my schedule is chaotic. And today is actually the last day of the month. So green for this month. I didn't think I was going to be green with how this month was trading. It was kind of difficult for me being the summer, and it wasn't trading like things had been trading before. My internet's kind of spotty and all that. So of course we'll do a monthly review. Not sure when it will be since I don't have a lot of time with traveling and everything, but I'll do a monthly review. But I should be able to close out the month strong today. So should be green. Don't know how much I'll be green, but I'm up I think like half of a stop, something like that. So I had a much better month yesterday, but I'm sorry, last month, but yesterday really did help me. So yeah, just focusing on making better decisions and closing the month out strong. Next month when I get back from traveling, so I'm gonna be back on the 10th or something, September 10th. So about the first week into the or the second week into September. So I'm looking at sizing up. I was actually supposed to size up this month, and I did, but with traveling and the market's kind of slowing down and stuff, so I decided to size back down. So next month I will look to size up. So yeah, just focusing on selectivity and closing out the month strong.
Yeah, fine. 하여서 challenging. Mm. AFRM coming into 40. One more. They were by five.
Oh man.
We got 44, 45 for the 200 SMA on the weekly for AFRM. Yep. Yep. Still a ways away, and we've already gone up so much. That'd be a stretch, but that would put it right at 1 ATR from the open. Actually, my bad. Sorry, the ATR, I was looking at it on the weekly still, so that was an ATR on the weekly, so definitely a stretch. EG's selling a bit at UO. So I would have to put in a range order. AFRM is kind of interesting. The whole demand slows. AFRM hit one ATR at 44.55. Pulling back a little bit. 2 ATR is $44. Very close to the 200 SMA on the There's a notable divergence between NVIDIA and QQQ. These are holding strong above VWAP and NVIDIA near lows. Maybe it's holding the 9 EMA on the 2-minute right now. But it's so strong today, I feel like probably people are looking at ways to get involved. So that could be a retest of 40, could be the 9 EMA on the 5-minute. So I think this one is gonna, people are looking for pullbacks on it. So right now I just have my stop just below VWAP, just below 40, looking for a significant higher low to put in, and then move my stop. Should probably also log into the, sorry, what was that? Yes. I was gonna say I should probably log into my dad's app at some point, see how to move my positions. Extension double bottom on NVIDIA. Might get a rebid here at 119.65. User selling as well. Being long some small size video. Yes, I'm in Spain for another week and a half. I don't know what that is. What's it called? NVIDIA is looking decent for a bounce here. Double bottom, back over 120. Moving my stop up on the AFRM after that rebid. This is beautiful. Justin's making his first trade on AFRM right now. Seems kind of characteristic. Wondering if NVIDIA can close near its highs today. The narrative might be that there was like a shakeout, and then NVIDIA is able to hold on. It wasn't as bad as they said, so probably much cleaner. On the 5 minute, just struggling here. Boom. W still on 50% on GG. Um, AFRM is also struggling at this 1 ATR. The 90 MA on the 5-minute was really great. This elevated volume. Did we end? Then adding on the breakout on volume on the FRM. Gabby, what's that?
Fry some chicken. I need to get soup and like make it a little bit area.
Videos, rebid, and into VWAP. What? Not a measured move. 1, 2. Break. Time we want to leave.
Whenever you're done. Fine. Yes.
Oh, is that?
Sí, mejor. ¿Cómo me quedó? Y contigo que estaba bueno. A ver si sabemos bien. Gracias. A mí te acompaño.
Um, use our 5J videos back over VWAP. I feel like I should trim some here. It's never touched. Ah, man, I don't know how to eat. Good. Let's consolidate a little bit. Or NVIDIA will push it higher. But if it does, put in a top here, starts to fail. So we can hold Hive Day. I think that would be very bullish. And then FRM, and then NVIDIA. Actually, what would be a good spot? User failing. User failing. See if we can leave it from here. NVIDIA still holding above VWAP. Very bullish. Rebid. Use look like they are, and NVIDIA. So we're gonna get another 5-minute candle, and I feel like this needs to break out here. You got 15 seconds until a new candle. 122. We have a new candle, and it is outside of trend. Let's see. These are a little nervous. You Bob FRM tempting. NVIDIA still holding above, so we have 2 candles above. You up? Because if it consolidates for another 5 minutes above V1, it's looking very bullish. I'm gonna break out. NVIDIA might break out for this consolidation above U up. Q's trying to break high day. I would really expect Q's or NVIDIA to rip. When it does go, and this is low day. All day yesterday. A lot of resistance in this area.
Liz is calling with, she doesn't have color. Should I call the color company? There's no store.
Did the transformer blow up? Why does everything happen all the time for like
I
a
have
couple of
color
days?
to tell me. Color.
Why can you not like? So the company is Duke Energy. If you go to the website or call them, they'll ask you for your address. Every time Duke is really good.
I'm gonna check that for her instead. Should I tell her you're gonna check that for her?
Can you do it? You don't know the address? But...
Like, I don't know, 11 a.m. Like, it should be like half an hour now.
You need to do this right now?
I can tell her who I
Give me
tell
like
her half
10
an hour.
minutes, 15 minutes.
15 minutes?
Well, I will look at it and, but like,
Yeah, it's fine. I just tell her, hey, we're gonna check.
or she can go to whatever. All right. Okay, now what's happening? I'm confused. The Qs are still struggling. 5J should have gotten, didn't. We have AFRM, which looks like it restarting it. We are out of trend. So I'll do a quarter here. Yeah, going. Bidding. Use Showing everything. So this is the 9 EMA on the 5-minute. Rebid, beautiful. AFRM, yeah. I stopped out of AFRM and NVIDIA is rebidding off the 9 EMA on the 5-minute. Okay, so this should go here. This is 112.50 through all day yesterday. And then boom. So I don't know why I have that. Oh, that was like the lower high. I'll get rid of you and then I'll buy. I think this is a really nice area to sell into. 76. It's a Q and and okay, so you want me to go. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can go to the website. Oh, why? Come on.